Ooh, there's a big turn there. Hey guys, Alex here. It's afternoon rush hour here in the city of Toronto's North York Borough. Monday, late afternoon. And we're here at the intersection of Keele Street and Lawrence Avenue West in the somewhat west end of Toronto. And there's a Metro, Walmart. The Walmart just got a repaint job there. That's like the nearest Walmart to me. But yeah, today's the what day is it today? Today's the 30th of January 2023. So it's hard to believe that we're in the last month of the year. This camera's out of focus. There we go. And I just got off the 952 Lawrence West Express bus. It was a Nova hybrid. Although I did see one New Flyer electric bus, but it was in the other direction. Saw that, was it Lawrence West or Dufferin Street? Can't remember. But I filmed a spur of the moment video on it. Normally the traffic would be really busy just before Keele Street, but it wasn't that bad actually. But it's a cold one. It's like minus, I think it's -7. I gotta check. Could be wrong there. I think it's -7 as the wind chill. The wind chill. Shit, it's my bad. Okay, so it's -1. Feels like -7. Just looking at my phone right now, and as you can see, it is lightly snowing. It's been like this on and off since like what, lunchtime. But so I wanted to do a walking video on Keele. This part of Keele all the way down to Eglinton. I'm going to my old hood. So you guys know I used to live in the Silverthorne neighborhood. I lived there all my life, but technically it's still my home, but I'm not there full time anymore because, you know, school and other reasons. But there's a mix of commercial and residential activity here. And plus, of course, I'm very familiar with this specific area. Look, there's Hakka. I went there many times. Of course, the Tim Hortons and the Popeyes. There used to be a bargains club. I think in that new Vin Auto private dealership, or is it, or did it, or was it a national? I gotta check Google Street View and see and turn back time. You know, that's of course just southeast of Keele and Lawrence. It's a rather industrial area. Typically, what you'll see in Toronto, and of course, east of here is the Ingram waste facility. Here's Route 941. Or sorry, no, 41. There's 941. Of course, Route 41 is predominantly served by Orions, while the express buses are served by Novas, though it's very uncommon to find Orions on the 941 and on the 41 is in reverse. Here's 9060. A lot of the Arctic buses came here from Malvern a couple years ago. But I used to take the 941 to school when I went to when I was in high school growing up. I went to Bathurst and Finch. I would ride with a friend of mine who actually lives in the same area as me. We would take the 941. Whoever we're sometimes like I'd ask, hey, are you taking the bus to school today? It's only like sometimes we would do that. I'm not sure what neighborhood this is. I think we might be in the Brookhaven Amesbury district. This is kind of not too far from where my cousin Richard is, but he's more at Jane and Lawrence and Chatui. I think at some point I'll cross to the other side. So I think after this, I'm just gonna walk home from there. Despite that, it's like a hell of a walk. It takes like 8 minutes to get from Keelesdale, well, at least the LRT station. But the sun is setting. I think by the time I end this video, it's gonna be rather dark. So good to do a little early evening video at rush hour when the traffic is relatively high. Of course, on the right is a working class in a neighborhood. It's like I refuse to walk on the right. Idiot. I think when people do that, it pisses me off. This right here used to be the Meridian Banquet Hall, and then it converted it into just offices a couple of years ago, or was it before COVID? It was most likely before the pandemic. Shockingly, it's hard to believe that it's been nearly 3 years since we've been in this freaking thing. Though a lot better than what it was like, 2-3 years ago. I'm happy we got out of the worst of it, but freaking COVID is still around. So keep your distance, wash your hands. Or what the hell is physical distancing? Because rush hour is back, people are technically standing shoulder to shoulder with or without a mask. So this furniture warehouse store's been here for a while. Oh, are you kidding me? They did not clear up the sidewalk there. Good job, City of Toronto. Wonder what this cannabis place used to be back then. Yeah, that is a sidewalk. What the hell? Jeez. Went to downtown today. I filmed a last minute walking video. And also filmed some random clips. Yeah, both my parents, I think they used to go to a restaurant that was here. That's where this cannabis station is now. Well, there's a gas station my dad would always fill up at, growing up. Before I was taking the bus to school, my dad would always drive me. And for all of our drives, we'd always take Keele Street to the 401. Chopsticks Express? Is that the restaurants that my parents went to? Like, what, when I was very little or before I was born? I don't know. And there's another restaurant too. It's probably gone. I gotta check. Again, I'm gonna check Google Street View. This right here used to be a little office or a warehouse, something like that. But it was a couple of years ago that they were contemplating whether to turn into this or not. This Cataldi Fresh Market, which I've never been before. So technically, this is a trip down memory lane for me. Not, but it might as well be, because if you guys are new here or you don't know where I used to live, well, now you know. So in a couple of minutes, we'll be crossing into the York Borough. And of course, York is where I've lived my entire life. And as you already know, I kind of had two neighborhoods. So all my life, I lived in the Silverford neighborhood. But then I actually split time between there and Briar Hill, Belgravia, which is about 3 kilometers away from here. Also in York, but it's also very close to the old city of Toronto and Glen Park in North York. I'm assuming this is Brookhaven, Amesbury. Well, the district at least. Let me check and see. Technically, it must just be on my phone when I'm walking. I don't even know. Yep. So this is where I am. So on the right of me, hey, there's the first southbound bus I've caught in a while. You know something? Yeah, because throughout the whole 9 minutes of my film, there was no southbound bus. So this was the first one I caught. So yeah, yep, that's Brookhaven, Amesbury. And to be honest, I never walked here on foot before. I came back from Lawrence Allen Center. I had to meet my mom there for take care of something. Look at all the snow. There's hardly any in the downtown core. But this week, we're under an extreme cold weather alert. Temperatures are plummeting down to below us, freaking minus 24. So of course, every time I'm doing these walking videos in the cold, it feels like I don't feel like doing them, or I just want to cut it short. Once I cross the border, we'll be like halfway through, so. And look, there's my local McDonald's. Used to go there all the time. Remember when it was old school, it had a outdoor play place. They still have those. But I really miss the old school charm of fast food restaurants. Like, I remember when they renovated it over a decade ago, and then they actually did it again. So a lot has changed. But either way, if I'm at Keele, this is my nearest McDonald's, or I would go to the one at the Stockyards at Keele and St. Clair. And this self-storage just changed owners a couple times. There's a medical building here. Not gonna cross here yet. I think I'll cross that Cannon Jackson Drive, which is right on the borders of North York and York. And just to look east along Eglinton Drive, and there's the Oasis Theater. Sometimes my dad and I, we would take a shortcut to get home. Like most of the time, like sometimes we would just cut through, like what, Beachboro Drive, or down through the to the Westside Plaza where the Freshco is. So this is Gulliver Road. Oh, I see a bus coming. It's probably a 41 bus, though. And every time I pass it here, I'd always watch for new developing townhouses spring up. So back then, this site over there used to be the Humber River Hospital. Oh, that got 1072, dirty as hell. But yeah, if you guys grew up in Toronto really long time, you may remember the old Humber River Hospital. That was right here. And it closed, what, was it 2016 or 17? Might have been, it was over 5 years ago. And now all these townhouses, they've all sprung up to life. It's crazy. Of course, they demolished the hospital because the brand new one opened, which is the main site now at Keele and Wilson. And coincidentally, I passed the other Humber River Hospital at Finch and 400 on Friday. And there's also another one at Church Streets, halfway between Jane and Weston. There's also a reactivation center. Nothing much there. I went to Montessori school here, right at this church. So good old preschool memories. Hey, Proterra! I was looking back and is that a Proterra electric bus? Wow! And right behind it, an unrepainted Ryan 7NG. Oh yeah, I used to play in that yard right there. Good old Proterra. But he's gonna be backing up soon. Anyway, we are now in the York Borough. So I'm gonna cross over to the other side here. That's Cannon Jackson Drive. Low-rise apartments. Typically you can see them here in York and other parts of the city. Alright, so let's go here. So welcome to my hood, guys. My second hood. So we're now in the Silverthorne neighborhood, but it's composed of two districts. One is Keelsdale, Eglinton West, which is south of Eglinton. And currently we're in the Beachboro Greenbrook district. And before I moved to Keelsdale, Eglinton West, I lived around here. On just further down the street here. But I lived on Green Acres Road. I actually did a quick video there back in the summer, showing you the first TO house I lived in. Came from St. Mike's to York, Silverthorn. Of course, like many York neighborhoods, this is very middle class. Though a lot of the houses here have been rebuilt. I'm very proud of this neighborhood. I mean, I really enjoy living here, but of course that's a make change. I honestly prefer living at Briar Hill Belgrave. It's right next to the subway. But also here, we don't have rapid transit just yet. Sure, we'll be served by the Eglinton line very soon. So I'm really looking forward to it. But then I could probably consider splitting time between these two areas. I don't know, but the main reason why I don't really come here full time anymore is because, you know, of school and the line supposed to be friggin' LRT line was supposed to be open by last year. I couldn't. Otherwise, I just would have used it to get across all the way to Kennedy. So, and besides, it takes at least 20 minutes just to get to Eglinton West Station from where I live. And with all the traffic, so... Anyway, here's Beachboro Drive. It actually becomes Castlefield Avenue later on, and then turns into Roselawn Avenue. Then you'll find yourself in my hood. Stupid camera out of focus again. Ugh. So this tree is quite long, actually. In fact, I did a walking video, long one, back in the summer. It went from Marley to here. I just walked between houses the whole freaking way. I always enjoy these long walks, but in the cold, it's brutal. Oh, you can wait. You can wait right there. Pick up Cadillac. There's Charles E. Webster. The school is very close to where I live, so I could have gone there too, but my dad was like, nope, hell no. This is Clearview Heights. Oh. But, let me just focus in here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's the Eglinton Maintenance Storage Facility, right behind Mount Dennis Station. By the way, at the lights there, that's Chathui Drive. It's another interesting street. I did a walking video there once, but back then it was notorious for gang violence. But it's not anymore. Neighborhoods always lose their bad reputation. Well, some of them at least. Unfortunately, Jane Finch and I think Rexdale still has a bad reputation, respectively. Arctic Scrap. Got the from Alta McFall because that's a Nova bus built in Quebec. And of course the buses over in Montreal, they run like shit. End of January, they still have their Christmas lights up. Take it down. Just kidding, but your choice, but nobody has them up anymore. It's end of January, for Christ's sake. Okay, so if you turn right here on Irving Road, make a left of the next street there. That's my old street, Green Acres Road. But they ain't gonna cut through there. But yeah, I lived on that street for 5 years. Of course, I'm not gonna go into it in detail my personal life. No. I mean, I did got family watching this. Definitely my cousins and my aunts. Huh? York is where it's at, boys. Look at that! Another electric bus. Yes, which one is this now? This might be a good thumbnail opportunity here. Let's see. Oh, he's stopping. 3741. I've only been in a few of them, but most of them have heard the same one over and over again. Ooh, this looks good here. Sorry, I love these buses. They're like the best electric buses that I've been on. Oh shit, fuck! Ah! Fucking camera focused. Couldn't focus. Oh well, what can you do? So here's a complicated thing here. So this continues as Keele Street. However, as it bends over, it becomes Ypres Road. Then it merges into Keele Street once again. And then at Rogers Road, it gets interrupted because of the rail corridor. So to continue, make a right on Rogers, and then head left on Western Road, and then it turns into Keele Street once again. So it's a bit complicated. You know, way back in the day before Mount Dennis Division opened, I couldn't remember if the 41 route was a Queensway route or a different route, but it was served by GM New Looks and Orion 5s. When Mount Dennis opened, of course, this route got assigned to it. It has been ever since. So there's Green Acres Road. So now we're merging onto Chatui Drive. And of course, on the left is what I always have to look at. That being the Keelsdale LRT station. Guys, I'm really sorry for the camera going out of focus all the time. I think it does that a lot in the cold. It irritates me. But way back then, this used to be a hand car wash, and also behind it was a EMS station. So there's gonna be a bus platform here, where you'll catch routes 58 on Chatui, I think 41, and I think another route that will actually go between both my areas. And there is there's one of few TSB education centers in the city. It's connected. Well, it used to be. It's connected to the old York Memorial Collegiate, which burnt down in a fire 3.5 years ago, and they've already demolished half of the building, but they are committed on rebuilding it. So hopefully it does. I actually have a friend that goes there. Well, York Memorial still exists, but they merged in with George Harvey down the street, so make it even harder. The old York Memorial site was in Etobicoke on Royal York Road. Anyway, the station just got its City of Toronto occupancy permit, so it's officially complete. And this is the second last stop on Line 5. Mount Dennis is just west of here. And that brings a close to this walking video here. Now we're at Eglinton Avenue West. Whoa. Yeah, so now I'm really home. Well, let's get one last shot here at the station entrance, and then I'm going to walk home about 10 minutes. And look, there's York Memorial. Still sad to see it like that, but hopefully the city keeps on. They have money to rebuild it, but when are they doing that? And that mural's changed. I remember when there was a GM New Look bus on that, and that used to be a coffee time. So guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos and check out my members as well. And if you like what I do, you want to support the channel, you can donate to me via PayPal, which is in the About section of my page, or you can donate to me via Super Thanks, which is below this video. So stay tuned for more. Stay warm, stay safe, wherever you may be, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Really. Yeah, she was just about to go through. What an asshole. Alright, bye y'all.